take us higher, higher. Don't you know you're radiant like the sun? We can feel your fire, fire. Don't you know you're radiant like the sun? The heat will take us higher, higher.
Good morning, Birmingham. Today is Tuesday, August 1st, 2023. The time is 9:43. I apologize for the tardiness in starting the meeting, but I call to order the regular meeting of the Birmingham City Council. Today's invocation will be led by Pastor Michael McClure Sr., pastor of Revelation Church Ministries, and I'll be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. If you could please stand and join us. Thank you.
Let us pray. Except the Lord keep the house, the laborers build in vain. Except the Lord watch over the city, the doorkeepers keep doors uselessly. Father God, in Jesus' name, we honor you this morning for your grace and your mercy. We're praying now you will watch over our leaders as they lead us into a brighter future. Touch their hearts and their minds, oh God, that they may work together to bring forth a future, God, that will be a blessing to your people. And in the end, God, we're praying that all that they do together will bring honor and glory to your name. We pray this in the name of the Father, in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much, Pastor McClure, for that prayer and starting us off today. We appreciate that. At this time, Mr. Clerk, good morning. Would you call the roll?
Good morning. Councilmember Abbott.
Present.
Councilmember Clark.
Present.
Councilmember O'Quinn. Councilmember Moore.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Councilmember Tate. Councilmember Williams. Good morning. Councilmember Woods. President Pro Tem Smitherman. Council President Alexander.
Good morning, President. Councilors, at this time, I'd like to ask for a motion and a second for approval of the minutes from the previous meetings of April 4th, April 10th, April 18th, and April 25th, 2023.
Just know, Madam President, that
Yes.
the 10th is actually the 11th. So.
The 10th should be the 11th?
Yes, ma'am.
That's correct. That's 7 days. All right, so we'll go back April 4th, April 11th, April 18th, April 25th, 2023.
Okay. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
All right, thank you, councilors. Those minutes are approved. The minutes are not ready from the meetings of May 2nd, 2023 through July 25th, 2023. Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
Good morning, Madam President. Good morning to the council. Good morning to the public. Madam President and Council, lots of events are happening in Birmingham this week. Coming off the heels of a successful Freedom Fest this past weekend, this week will feature several special events that will bring a few thousand visitors to our city. Beginning tomorrow through Sunday, the National Association of Black Journalists, NABJ, will bring in up to 3,500 journalists from all over the country. And you're likely to see some familiar faces from CNN, ESPN, BET, Good Morning America, and many other media outlets. To the public, you all can get more details at nabjonline.org. Again, that's nabjonline.org. Madam President and Council, in addition to that, starting this Friday, August 4th, SLOS Tech, the Southeast Premier Tech Conference, will be held here in Birmingham. SLOS Tech brings together the best and the brightest of today's tech entrepreneurs, both nationally and locally. I want to give a shout out to Dion Gordon, who is leading that organization, as well as all of those volunteers and supporters making this event happen, and I know it'll be a success. You can learn more at sloss.tech.com. Again, that's sloss.tech.com. And the Birmingham Museum of Art will host Art on the Rocks this Friday. The event includes art performances, live DJing, dancing, and musical guest Duran Bernard. If you don't know who that is, he provided background vocals for neo-soul artist Erykah Badu and has been featured on NPR's Tiny Desk. You can get more detail for that event at artsbma.org. Again, that's artsbma.org. A couple of housekeeping matters, and then I'll get out of your way with one note after that. As a reminder, the City of Birmingham will continue to keep residents informed about bulk trash pickup with daily updates online. That website is birminghamal.gov/bulk trash. Again, that's birminghamal.gov/bulk trash. Residents using the new carts should place them in front of your homes. Any household garbage placed on the ground, in alleys, or on the ground in front of their residence will not be picked up. And you can receive more updates by going to birminghamal.gov/pickup or by texting BHAM Ready to 888-777. At this time, Madam President and Council, I would like to call the Executive Director of the Birmingham Business Resource Center up, Bob Dickerson, as well as Mona Lisa Morris, the Birmingham Business Resource Center's Deputy Director, as well as Cornell Wesley and his entire IEO team to join me. Madam President, as they come up and council, for the past 3 years, the Birmingham Business Resource Center has recognized leaders in the small business community for their outstanding contributions. Today, Bob and Mona Lisa are here for a special announcement, and this will be a good time for me to get out of the way.
So, good morning, everyone. You know, whenever I come to council meeting, it's always a happy occasion. I get to see my friends and colleagues and, you know, people I grew up with. So good morning. I'm happy to be here. Well, I didn't want to say that. Anyway, for the last 3 years now, the Birmingham Business Resource Center has done Small Business Heroes. And through that time, we've recognized some of the businesses that you know in Birmingham and many that you don't know, because we respect the fact that business owners get up every day and they get their grind on, as the young people would say. They work hard, they try hard, they succeed, sometimes they fail, but even through failure, they keep going. And so we recognize heroes because we think that entrepreneurship solves something in our community. And we also think that we need to hold up our business owners as heroes. And so we came up with the Small Business Heroes. So as we were thinking about small business heroes in a broader context this year, Mona Lisa, Deputy Director of the BBRC, who is always creative and always thinking of things, you know, as they should be and outside the box and sort of with flair, and as you will tell in just a moment, we thought about taking the award to another level and thinking about contributors, people that contribute to the small business ecosystem, groups that contribute to the growth and development of small businesses. And so at the end of all of that, the end of that conversation, we thought that the city's Office of Innovation and Economic Opportunity was the perfect recipient of our Small Business Heroes Award for this year, for all that you all do for small businesses in this community, for members of the small business ecosystem in this community, and just to make sure that small business knows its importance. We appreciate you, and we just wanted to bestow this Small Business Hero Award to you all this morning. You can blame her for that. Listen, I'm going to try to hold this thing because it's pretty heavy. Small Business Hero presented to the City of Birmingham Department of Innovation and Economic Opportunity I cannot really read that, but I think it says in recognition of your outstanding service to the small business community 2023. Congratulations.
Just very quickly, want to thank the entire enterprise. It's just not one specific department, it's an entire enterprise lift. Want to call the team by name, those you see and those you don't: Griffin Lassiter, Arenio Johnson, Janice Stother, Valencia Fisher, Annette Cooper. All of them make this possible. It's not a one-person team. And to the City Council, who believes in the visions and the programs that come out of IEO. Without your affirmative vote and support, none of this is possible. And of course, our great mayor, our great leader, who cast a vision for economic development. We salute you, we thank you, and we appreciate you. God bless you and God keep you.
Thank you all very much, and thank you, Bob, for recognizing this team. They always make it very easy for me whenever I'm with colleagues from National League of Cities and they talk about best practices or best examples of what's going on, and I'm always able to pull something out of the toolbox of the success that department brings to not only the city of Birmingham, but to the residents and those small business owners. So thank you.
Yes, ma'am. One last note, Madam President and Council, I want to thank you all and your colleagues that are not present for everything we were able to accomplish last Wednesday as a team related to our HUD grant. So thank you so much. And Madam President and Council, that concludes the mayor's report. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this time, councilors in the audience, I would like to recognize a group of young people that have spent the summer with us in our council office. And this week, our time with the AmeriCorps Vista students will come to an end. And they have done so much for each of us during their internship. Most of them will finish the week by attending the Democracy for the People training session that's being hosted by Congresswoman Terry Sewell. So if you would please join me in wishing Taylor Carnley, Lauren Evans, Jaden Hunter, and Eric Turner. I think most of you are present. If you'll please stand so that you can be recognized. They're returning to college, and we thank them for their service to the citizens of Birmingham. We were worried at first, thinking, oh my goodness, we have so many, and what are we gonna do? And how are we gonna utilize them effectively? And so you have really assisted us in our office. I know that there is a compilation of some of the work that they've done for us regarding our legislative initiatives, and they've compiled that for us as a part of some of the work that they've done. But there'll be more presentations, formal presentations for you. I believe, thank you. Deputy Administrator McDaniels is passing that out for us. So this is some of the evidence of the work that they did for us, and they have compiled an Alabama legislative summary of the 2023 session. So we are appreciative of the work that you've done for us. We hope that it's been well-meaning to each of you, and we just want to thank you, appreciate you, and good luck for this next school season and your next school year, and much luck on your endeavors in continuing your education. Thank you so much. Thank you, councilors. At this time, Mr. Clerk, are there any announcements of board and agency expirations for September?
Yes, ma'am. 1 second. For the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute, we have Dr. Carlos E. Elman. September the 1st, 2023 term expires. It's a 3-year term, and it's under the Park and Recreation Committee. Then we have the Jefferson County Department of Human Resources at Clarence Rowe, September 23rd, 2023 expiration date, and it's a 6-year term, and it is under the Education Committee.
All right, thank you very much, and councilors who are chair of those committees, I did also send you that notification, so thank you very much. We'll attend to that business as it comes available to us. At this time, Mr. Clerk, would you read the items that are considered for consent?
Yes, ma'am. We start on page 2 with items 1, 2, 3, and 4. Page 3, we have item number 6 on consent. We skip over to page 24, we have item number 10. And on the Fourth line from the bottom, that should be Alabama Greek Foundation. We're going to strike prosper. It should be Alabama Greek Foundation. Continue with the consent agenda on page 25. We have items 11 and 13 on consent. To my understanding, we are removing 12. Page 26, we have items 14, 15, 16, and 17 on consent. Page 27, we have items 18, 19, and 20. And second line, strike A and put the there, the Birmingham Police Department. Page 28, we have items 21, 22, 23, and 24 on consent. And 1, 2, 3, fourth line down in the parentheses, that's lawn and garden trailer on 23. And then we conclude the consent agenda with items 25, 26, 27 on page 29. I think we have one addendum item.
Yes, we have one addendum item number 29. Councilors, are there any items you'd like to have added or removed from consent? Councilor Clark?
I just had a question about number 16. And I don't know who can answer it, but this doesn't count against our bond rating. It's just a pass-through for special purpose entity financing.
Yes, that's item number 16 on page 26. Chief, did either one of you want to speak to that?
Yes, ma'am. So that is our understanding, right? It does not count against our bond rating. It is just a pass-through. Councilor Clark. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? And please note that item 12, we're going to ask for a 1-week delay on page 25. All right. All items designated as consent are routine and non-controversial and will be approved by one motion. No separate discussion of these items will be permitted unless a council member, the mayor, or citizen interested in a public hearing so requests. If so, such items will revert to its normal place on the agenda order of business. All matters of permanent operation, they're indicated with a P, will be read. All other matters will be announced by reading the item number only. All public hearings will be announced. Councilors, if I could entertain a motion in a second for the items on consent.
Okay, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
All right, thank you very much. The consent agenda passes. If you're here for any items that were listed as consent, they have been approved. So we hope you have a great day, and we'll continue with the rest of our agenda. Mr. Clerk, if you'll call the first item.
First item should be item 5, a resolution relative to the application of Darrell Cobb, 501 Forestwood Drive, Birmingham, for an itinerant junk dealer's permit and a hearing of orange parties. Motion, please.
All right, thank you. At this time, we have a public hearing for consideration of this application, and I will turn this over to Public Safety Committee member, Mr. Hunter Williams.
Thank you, Madam President. Will the applicant please come forward if you are here? Gerald Cobb. All right. I believe they were here during public safety. Is there a reason that the chief of police did not give a recommendation on this item, administration? Or is that a recommendation of no? Oh, they did not submit one. So typically on all these, we have the chief of police give a recommendation and let their business unit look into it before we approve it, is how we typically have done it. So I'm gonna make a motion for a 2-week delay so that we can get that from the police department to make sure that there's not an issue with that, if the administration is good with that. All right, so my motion's for a 2-week delay.
Ms. Zabit.
Let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
All right, thank you. Item 5 has a 2-week delay. Next item.
Should be item 7, an ordinance pursuant to the Alabama Act 1969-916, authorizing the mayor and the fire chief to execute a mutual fire and EMS aid agreement between the city of Birmingham and Rocky Ridge Fire Rescue District, under which the Rocky Ridge Fire and Rescue District will provide the most efficient life-saving services to the citizens of both Birmingham and the Rocky Ridge Fire Rescue District by providing reciprocal fire and rescue assistance on a first response basis, utilizing the nearest units to the incident from either party, and to otherwise assist when fire or accidents are too great to be dealt with unassisted. The term of the agreement shall not exceed 3 years. I need UC to pass today. Okay, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Item is before you.
All right, thank you, councilors. This is an ordinance that would be authorizing the mayor and the fire chief to execute this agreement with the Rocky Ridge Fire Rescue District. Any questions for administration or needing more information about this item? We're ready for the vote.
Okay, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
Thank you. Item 7 passes. Next
Should
item.
be item 8, an ordinance pursuant to Alabama Act 1969-916, authorizing the chief of police to execute an interlocal cooperation agreement between the city of Birmingham and the United States Marshals Service for the purpose of authorizing Birmingham Police Department to assign BPD officers to assist the USMS task force in apprehending fugitives, and the USMS will provide for the reimbursement of certain overtime costs and other expenses for work performed by the BPD officers. The term of the agreement shall not exceed a period of 3 years from its effective date, and authorize the chief of police to execute any additional documents necessary to accomplish the purposes of the agreement. Same situation as the item of permanent operation. Need UC to pass today? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Earlier, 7 was recommended by public safety as well as this item, item 8. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion on the item, please. Item is before you.
All right, thank you, councilors. This is an ordinance for another agreement with the USMS for the purpose of authorizing the assistance of BPD officers to assist with that task force. Any questions for administration regarding this item? We're ready for the vote.
Okay, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
All right, thank you, councilors. That item passes. Next item.
This will be item 9, an ordinance approving and authorizing the mayor to execute for, as the act of said city, a statutory warranty deed and such other documents and instruments as necessary to finalize the conveyance of properties to Northside Redevelopment LLC, located at 2212 15th Avenue North and 2214 15th Avenue North, Birmingham, pursuant to an amended, restated redevelopment project and funding agreement between the city and Northside Redevelopment LLC, dated January 3rd, 2023, with such properties to be used in connection with the redevelopment of an open-air amphitheater and related facilities on 25th Street North, adjacent to the Star Development. Item of permanent operation again. I need UC to pass today. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Item is before you.
All right, thank you, councilors. Again, this item is an ordinance that will authorize the execution of the conveyance of properties to Northside Redevelopment in conjunction with the amphitheater. Any questions to administration or additional information needed for this item? We're ready for the vote.
Okay, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Did I hear?
Yes, Mrs. Abbott was a nay.
Okay, I can get it clear. Thank you.
All right, thank you. That item passes. Next item.
Do the permit. I can't remember. How many people got?
Well, it's really just 5 of us, so that's 4 and 1.
I can't remember about the permit. Is Tracy here?
Attorney Roberts or Attorney Stanley, do we, is Attorney Roberts is
I'm thinking we need 5 for the permanent operation deal.
okay.
If it was
Well,
just a regular item, well,
Yes.
even I'm permanent operation. I got to check on that one.
Okay. Yes, if we need to, Mayor.
Actually, you know what?
Yes, go ahead.
Madam President, I'd
Yeah.
like to change my motion on item number 9 for a 1-week delay.
Right, the item before us is for a 1-week delay. Do we have a second? Oh. Mr.
Okay,
Clerk.
one second.
Okay. We have the motion before us though for the delay. So, but did you rather,
I'm asking it from the beginning. I didn't hear the answer from Mr. Stanley on that question.
yeah.
Okay,
I'd like to stick with the delay as well, and I'd also like the opportunity for a full count, even though we have a quorum, that we have the opportunity to,
Okay.
if they had any questions. So we stand with the,
okay.
motion for, and second for a 1 week delay.
Okay, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
Thank you. That item is delayed for 1 week. Next item, Mr. Clerk.
Next item should be item 12.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the mayor to execute and deliver an agreement with the Birmingham Times, should be Times Media Group LLC, under which the Birmingham Times Media Group LLC will provide through weekly print and online media valuable and essential information and public awareness to the citizens on city codes, ordinances, programs, services, and other related concerns. To positively support the Birmingham communities, additionally, the Birmingham Times Media Group shall deliver and distribute 50 weekly copies of the Birmingham Times newspaper. The cost of the services shall not exceed the sum of $65,000 to be paid in 2 equal installments for a term beginning December 1st, 2023 and ending June 30th, 2024. Motion on the item first. Okay, item is before you.
Thank you, councilors. I was asked that this be moved on consent. Councilor Williams.
Thank you for asking this to be moved off consent, and I know that there's an intent to have a 1 week delay on this. I just want to say that, you know, I know that we have an obligation to advertise public meetings according to state law, but I hope that this is not an excessive sum, given that you know, we are paying for 50 copies of the paper, but I don't know if we need 50 copies of the paper, so I'm hoping that this is not excessive in any way, is my only comment, and I know that y'all have a motion for a 1 week delay.
Yes, the motion that before us is for a 1 week delay, and we could entertain conversation about this when we bring it back, but your comments are something that can also be considered by administration as we continue with looking at executing and delivering this agreement. So we do have, we have a motion and a second. I'm asking for a 1 week delay.
Second.
All right.
Okay. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
Thank you. That item is delayed for 1 week. Next item.
Should be 28, receiving the emergency purchasing notice from the purchasing agent relative to HVAC repairs at the Negro Southern League Museum. No motion, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Next item, we did have an addendum item.
Item 29, a resolution authorizing the Birmingham City Council of the City of Birmingham to nominate Karen Waddlington to the Alabama Commissioner of Revenue for the consideration as a member of the Jefferson County Board of Equalization.
Moved it. Yes. All right, councilors, what is before you is a submission for a reappointment of our current commissioner that serves on the Board of Equalization. We talked last week about how important this board is to our citizens when they have any questions regarding their property taxes, when they get those notifications. And if you have any problems with that, you go to this board. If you want to dispute what your property tax has been equated to. And so this Ms. Watlington is being recommended to serve an additional term due to the experience and the training that she's already received in this. I'm requesting that we reappoint her for another term. Any questions? Yes, Mrs. Abbott?
Yeah, I do have one question. This says we're nominating her. Should we say we're reappointing her? And
Yes,
should
it's
we have-
I'm using the term reappointment, but it's nomination because she still has to go through a process for the Board of Equalization to approve her. So we nominate her for that reappointment. Well,
Okay, and we
to
have-
serve again.
And we have 3 appointments and the other 2 don't need to be reappointed yet?
We did not have any other submissions that they wanted to remain or that they were coming up for the renomination. This is the only name that was submitted to us.
Okay, but there are nominations, right? And what committee handles those?
Administration. So what I'd like to ask if we would go ahead and move this particular name for nomination so that the Board of Equalization can continue, and then we can bring that back to the administration committee for the other two names.
Okay, well, it says it has to be done on or
And it
before
is for-
August 1st, 2023.
Correct.
So it sounds like we missed the
We missed-
window.
Yes.
The window is closing at midnight tonight.
So if we could go ahead and as submitted, submit Ms. Watlington for nomination to continue to serve.
So ready?
Yes.
Okay, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
Thank you, and we thank Ms. Watlington for her service and desire to continue to serve. Any other items, Mr. Clerk?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. At this time, councilors, we'll be happy to entertain any comments or updates you have from your various districts, and we'll start with you, Mr. Williams. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. Economic Development will be today in conference rooms D and E at 11:30. Eastwood Neighborhood will be meeting Thursday, August the 3rd at 6:30 at Habitat. And then I also have announcements for District 9. Ms. Tate might have sandbagged me on this. This is a full page of announcements. All right. So here we go. Central Pratt Neighborhood Meeting will be held on Monday, August the 7th at 6 o'clock at the Sanford Rec Center at 320 Avenue G, Birmingham. Sherman Heights Neighborhood will be held Monday, August the 7th at 6 o'clock via conference call at 952-206-4918, and that passcode is 223418. Wylam Neighborhood will be meeting tonight, August the 1st at 6 o'clock at the Wylam Library, which is 4300 7th Avenue. Asipco Finley Neighborhood will be meeting Wednesday, August the 2nd at 6 o'clock at First Baptist Church of Asipco, which is 1629 32nd Avenue North. Hooper City Fun Day will be held on August the 12th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Hooper City Rec Center. Central Pratt Community Fun Day will be held August the 26th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Sanford Park. The next public safety meeting will be held on Tuesday, August the 8th at 1 p.m. Please submit agenda items via email by Wednesday, August the 2nd, no later than noon, to either Greg Stanley or Patrice Collins, which you can find their email online. If you have any questions or concerns for District 9, not District 2, but for District 9, those extensions are 2302 and 2096. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councilor Clark.
Thank you, Madam President. Well, District 8 announcements. We have 2 neighborhood meetings tonight. The Fairview neighborhood will meet today at 5:30 p.m. via conference call. You can call my office at 205-254-2304 to get the dial-in information for that meeting. Also, the Thomas neighborhood meets this evening. They gather in person at the Mount Hebron Baptist Church, Thomas, at 6:30 p.m. Also note that it's National Night Out, and that police community partnership celebration is celebrating 40 years tonight. The West Precinct has teamed up with Western area neighborhoods, and Bush Hills has a tradition of hosting block parties, and I'm aware of 2. One will take place in the 1500 block of 8th Avenue West. That's several block watches getting together to have that block party. 1500 block of 8th Avenue West at 6 p.m. Also, there will be another gathering at the new Bush Hills Connection Complex, which is the former Woodrow Wilson School, access from the alley at 6 p.m. And this is an opportunity to fellowship with neighbors, hear updates from the Birmingham Police Department, as well as partake in foods, games, prizes, and more. Neighbors, all neighbors, whether you're gathering or not, are encouraged to burn blue lights on their porches tonight. And if you're in District 8 and hosting a block party that we don't know about, please call our office at 205-254-2304 and let us know so we can try to stop by. Also, Princeton Alternative Elementary School is not only welcoming students back for another year, but also a new principal, Bruce Jackson. The school will host a meet and greet with teachers and staff on Friday, August 4th from 2 to 4 p.m., and this is an opportunity for families to meet new and returning staff at Princeton Academy. Also, Be Kind Birmingham is hosting a back-to-school pop-up free store this Saturday, August 5th at Inslee Park and Rec at 12 noon. Be Kind Birmingham will provide clothing, shoes, supplies, and more. For more information and to pre-register, go to www.facebook.com/BeKindBirmingham. And I believe you have to actually have the kid with you to receive free stuff. Keep in mind that each Thursday we meet up at Starbucks at 7:55 to do a 1.5 mile loop. Join us and our partners, the Freshwater Land Trust, for a little morning exercise and lots of interesting chatter. All paces are welcome. Because it's been so hot, we do vary the path a little bit, so we might not get 1.5 miles in because we're following the shade trees. Speaking of wellness, Tabernacle Baptist Church is hosting its annual Faith, Forks, and Fitness on this Saturday, April 4th. Is that 5th? That's April 5th. From 10 to 2 p.m. Featured guests include Chef Clayton Sherrod, Chambers, Total Body Fitness, and Dana Woodruff of Vital Life Family Counseling. All are welcome. And just to kind of remind everyone to hydrate, July was the hottest month on record here in Alabama. We know we're just getting warmed up, so your wellness is important. Just to remind us all of a couple of tips to beat the heat. Drink 2 to 4 cups of water every hour while working or active outside. Don't wait until you're thirsty to drink. Also avoid alcohol or liquids containing large amounts of sugar. Wear and reapply sunscreen as indicated on the package, even if you have melanated skin. She wrote that. Schedule tasks for earlier or later in the day to avoid the midday heat. Wear a brimmed hat and loose, lightweight, light-colored clothing, and take breaks, preferably in an air-conditioned area. And most importantly, seek medical care immediately if you or someone with you has symptoms of heat-related illness. Stay safe, Birmingham. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Clark. Councilor Moore.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. So today is the first Tuesday of the month. And so we have the Fairmont Neighborhood Association meeting that's taking place tonight at Mount Carmel Baptist Church, 5110 Cheek Road at 6 p.m. We also have several neighborhood association meetings that are taking place on Monday, August the 7th. We have the Brownsville Heights, Broomhead Heights, Maple Grove, and Zion City that will all take place on this upcoming Monday at 6 p.m. At the Brownsville Heights Community Center, as well as the Collegeville Neighborhood Association that will take place at 6 p.m. at Greater New Antioch Baptist Church. We also have the Education Committee meeting that is going to be taking place on this upcoming Monday at 1 p.m. on the 3rd floor. So please, so Monday at 1 p.m. on the 3rd floor for the Education Committee meeting. Monday is also the first day of school, so to all my school-aged parents, bright and early. You forget, okay, got you. So please make sure that you have already registered your students so that they can be enrolled and ready for the first day of school. I want to say thank you to I3 Academy for inviting me out to, be there for their first day. They started back on July the 27th, super early, but it was a great opportunity to, meet the parents, meet the students, and welcome them on their first day of school. And last but not least, A.G. Gaston Boys and Girls Club is having Club Gaston Coming up on August the 4th, which is a Friday, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Walter Howlett Jr. Clubhouse. That address is 4821 Avenue West. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if anybody has ever been, but they really turn the club experience into an adult club experience. So there's a lot of gaming, interactive learning, trivia, food, entertainment, all kinds of cool stuff. So come on out. And that concludes my announcement.
Thank you, Councilor Moore. Mrs. Abbott.
Thank you, Madam President. The next Planning and Zoning Committee meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, August 9th at 3:30 p.m. in Conference Room A. Neighborhood Association meetings upcoming tonight at 6:30 p.m. is the Forest Park South Avondale meeting at the Avondale Library. And next Monday, August 7th, we have the Glen Iris Neighborhood Association meeting at St. Elias Maronite Catholic Church. Anyone who has not downloaded the MyBHAM 311 app is missing out. And that is the best app the city's ever come up with. Of course, we hadn't come up with very many apps, but this is a good one. And I think that for people who like to complain about what's wrong with the city, this is a jewel. Now, if you don't ever complain about anything and you're perfectly happy, then just don't download it. But it is a great app because you can send photos. And when you send photos of the things that are wrong, no one can possibly say they couldn't find it. So I encourage everyone who has ever noticed anything in the city of Birmingham that is not right, that you download the MyBHAM 311 app. And we want residents of District 3 to please continue to go to our website for all of the other information that there isn't time to give out from the dais today, to go to www.bhamdistrict3.com. And I did want to say that last night we were graced at the Red Mountain community meeting with our wonderful department head for Public Works, and he did a great job explaining the uniform garbage cart program that we had. And I want to encourage the administration. I thought about it later on and I learned so much about it that I would like to encourage them to put all that information on our website, because so many people had gone to the website and couldn't find the information they needed, and we learned so much that I thought, gosh, if that was on the website, just think of all the happy constituents we would have, because they wouldn't have to ask so many questions. I enjoyed the meeting because I learned more than I ever knew about the uniform garbage cart program, and since I don't have one yet, I haven't had the opportunity to experience the gigantic can. But I know it will come soon. I know our president has hers.
Yes, I have mine.
And if I can climb in and
tall
close
as
the
me.
lid, I know you can.
I have to tiptoe. You're right.
Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Abbott. Dr. O'Quinn.
Thank you. As Councilor Abbott just mentioned, the Forest Park South Avondale Neighborhood Association meeting is tonight at 6:30 at the Avondale Library. The Wahoma Neighborhood Association meets on Thursday at 6 p.m. via Zoom. Please call my office at 254-2679 if you need the link for that. Also on Thursday night, the Eastlake Neighborhood Association will meet at 6:30 at Household of Faith Church on Division Avenue in Eastlake. That's a rescheduling of the meeting. Normally they would have their meeting on tonight, but they have moved that meeting to Thursday night, so please take note of that. Just want to say thank you to all the folks who came out and participated in the health fair at Smithfield Court last Friday. Had a really great turnout, and a lot of folks from really all over the city were able to connect with various nonprofit service providers that work in the public health arena. UAB was there and was doing health screenings. I got a couple of things I need to work on, but it was a very well attended event, and again, thank you for everyone who participated and came out. The Transportation Committee meeting will meet on Monday, August 14th at 2 p.m. The items can be submitted to the agenda by contacting Kimberly Phillips at kimberly.phillips@birminghamal.gov. And then finally, I just want to say welcome to all of the folks who will be in town this week for the National Association of Black Journalists convention. From what I understand, they have the third highest registration numbers that they've had ever. So I think it's about 3,500 people, who are going to be attending that event. By any measure, that's a large event for the city of Birmingham. So awesome to have them in town, and look forward to seeing them out. And that's it, my announcements. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. O'Quinn. Here are the announcements for District 7. I do want to thank Park and Rec, the Germania Park neighborhood officers and neighbors, and PIO. Recently, a new sign was installed at Germania Park as part of the improvements that are taking place in Germania Park. I was happy to support some of this improvement through ARPA dollars, and so I know that's been a long time coming. They're just very excited to have the new sign and all of the other restoration and installation that will be taking place there. Also want to give a shout out to Pastor and Mrs. Mullins, who operate the Miracle Academy in District 7. Recently, NBC 13 was there when they had ribbon cutting for classroom expansion and renovations, and Pastor and Mrs. Mullins started this particular program as to assist with their granddaughter Miracle. And now that classroom or that academy has grown to over 80 students. And so just very grateful to Pastor and Mrs. Mullins and Miracle for the work that they're doing there in District 7. Here are the upcoming events. On Friday, August 4th, the Jones Valley Neighborhood Association will meet at the Jones Valley Library, and they meet in person at 4 p.m. Saturday, August 5th, we have a lot of activities going on in the district in conjunction with the start of school. I'll first start off Lawson State Community College. They're having their Cougar Fest of 2023. This is an open house and community engagement event. It will be held at the Academic Success Center there at the Lawson State campus. That'll be Saturday, August 5th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're going to have food trucks, car show, live music, giveaways, community vendors. They'll be accepting on-site applications and registration for this fall term at Lawson State, and this is free, so please come out to Lawson State. I call it the crown jewel there in District 7. I say that for all the schools on there, but they are the crown jewel too, and so I'm very thankful for them. As far as back to school events for our younger students, the back to school celebration will be held by Pastor Edward Rogers, Project Hopewell, and the Southwest Alliance Association Incorporated, and they have several other sponsors that are donating to this event. This is a back to school celebration on Saturday, August 5th, 2023 at 11 a.m. It'll be at Hopewell Baptist Church, Hillman Station. That's at 4817 Jefferson Avenue Southwest. They're also saying, have your kids bring their swimsuits to enjoy a water slide. There'll be plenty of games, prizes, and food. There'll be free supplies while they last. And they'll also have Birmingham City School administrators will be on site to assist with school registration. As you know, one of the mottos or one of the goals of the Birmingham City Schools is, Councilor Moore has already said, be ready day one. I think that's what they say. So they'll have some assistance there for you parents to be sure your children are ready day one. District 7, our council office, is also sponsoring a book bag and school supply giveaway. That'll be at Greater Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church. That's at 2135 Jefferson Avenue. That's on Saturday, August 5th, from 10 a.m. until supplies last. The flyer says 10 to 12, but if we give out before that time, so please be there at 10, and we'll be giving those out until supplies last. Also, we have the Safe Summer Series. That concert was rained out recently, so we'll have the redo of that on Sunday, August 6th, and that'll be at Lynn Park. Starts at 5 p.m. Carl Thomas was gracious enough to come back and agree to come back and have that. So we'll be out at Lynn Park, so hope everyone comes out there. At this time, Mr. Clerk, we'll go ahead and entertain our speakers list.
Lauren Evans.
Our Lauren. Lauren, we were wondering, who is this? Where are you from? Come on, Lauren. You know the rule because you run the clock.
That's right. If y'all don't know, I serve as a Vista this summer. This is my team, but this is my speech. So, today I stand before you with a heart filled with gratitude and immense joy. It is with great pleasure and humility that I extend my sincerest thanks to each one of you for opening the doors of City Council and allowing me to work under y'all. On the last day of the semester, I received a call asking if I would come work in Birmingham, Alabama. This would mean I leave my state of residence, leave my friends and my family behind, all to work in a city where I knew no one. And without hesitation, I said yes. From the moment I stepped into City Council, Central staff opened their arms to me and made me feel at home. Your unwavering support and encouragement has been an instrumental part of my journey. Words cannot express the depth of my gratitude because your dedication, hard work, and tireless efforts may not be thanked every day, but they do not go unnoticed. I must also acknowledge the remarkable team behind the scenes, the PIO team, Cody, Kim, Alicia, Toby. Your dedication and commitment to the council is truly the backbone of success. Your creativity, passion, and professionalism have elevated the council's image to a new height. Every angle, selfie, and group photo that we took, and every hair out of place is managed by y'all, and man, do you guys keep the council looking good. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your team and contribute to something bigger than myself. You truly turned vision into reality. Last but not least, I want to thank the council and the mayor's staff. Not only have you provided me with a crash course in civics, but y'all have shown me what it means to be a leader. I've been able to see the power of unity and collaboration, and y'all have proved me when we come together with a shared vision, passion, and determination, we can really make a difference in the world. I pray you all can continue to build upon this momentum and create a better future for ourselves and generations to come. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for being a part of this unforgettable journey. I'm leaving the city a better woman because of the people and experience I've had here. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. As I said earlier, you all gave us more than I feel that we gave you. This was a great opportunity. We're appreciative. Councilor Quinn, this is some of the work that they did for us, so we're very excited. I'm going to allow each of you, Lauren, if you'll tell us what your major is and what you'll be doing when you return.
My current major is forensic biology, and as you all know, I go to Alabama State, and my aspirations are to work for the FBI.
FBI, all right, thank you. And we'll let each of you just reintroduce yourselves and tell us what you're going to be doing after you leave us. Thank you.
Hey y'all, I am a rising junior at the University of Alabama, Roll Tide, and
there's her buzz.
That's okay. That's okay. And my major is political science with a minor in international business, and I'm on the pre-law track. So.
All right, thank you. I think of you when we have, there's the CNN, a graduate from the University of Alabama, I don't know what her name is, but she's on CNN right now, so I don't know what your aspirations are, but for both of you, maybe we might see you on camera either behind the bench or somewhere. Thank you. Come on.
Good morning. My name is Eric Turner. I'm currently a rising sophomore at Tennessee State University, majoring in kinesiology. My plans is to be a physical therapist.
Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Jaden Hunter. I'm also a rising sophomore at Tennessee State University, majoring in architectural engineering. And long term, one day I want to own my own architecture firm.
Thank you so much. Now, listen, you two gentlemen from Tennessee State, I'm sending my granddaughter there as a freshman. So I'm going to give you their contact, but I want you to look over like big brothers, okay? But very excited for each of you. Thank you so much. Oh, that's right. Oh, thank you. Mr. Clerk, next speaker.
Olivia Thompson.
Good morning, Miss Olivia. What does that buzzer remind you of, Ms. Thompson? That buzzer kind of reminds you of school board days, doesn't it? Uh-huh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I had talked to one of the mill's workers, so he got that part straight for me. And I want to know, do a lot of city councils go out and personally talk to their residents, not in a group, but sometimes go to the house? I know my city council, she knocks on doors, because a lot of people tell me, she know my house, or she know a lot of more people's houses. I know the mayor do that too. Just go take a day in the neighborhood and knock on doors, because you have new residents moving from other states here. And they have complaints some of the times, you know, and they don't know the laws of Alabama, and they want to know. So it would be nice if we would go, if some of the city council would go to the neighbor's house in their district and talk to the residents in their district and see what's going on. Since you got new people moving here, we got a lot of people moving out of Birmingham, but we want to try to keep encouraging people to move here in Birmingham. I've been in Birmingham all my life, all 63 years of my life, and I'm happy staying in Birmingham. So it would be nice. I go to residents' house in my neighborhood and other neighborhoods. I go to neighborhood meetings. I talk to different people, you know, just to get a feel of how your neighborhood going, my neighborhood going, or are we all on the same page? You know, I really had came to talk to the mayor, but I talked to him, say, hey, he got that straight with me. So y'all have a good day.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Next speaker. Next speaker. That's okay.
Thanks. No, we just, yeah,
I
we'll
was
sit
going
down.
to say you were having a moment, but I'm not going to do it.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You ain't had to hesitate on me, sir. But good morning. Good morning. I ain't gonna make this too long.
Got 3
First and
minutes,
foremost,
Mr. Banks. 3 minutes.
yeah. First and foremost, my name is Robert Banks, and I'm a new owner of a barber shop called Black Effect. I worked on the western side of Birmingham for like 30 years. But fast forward, this is my 8th year giving book bags and free haircuts to the city of Birmingham. So the number goes up every year. So this year it's gonna be 800. Now it's been on a national spectrum of Ellen DeGeneres, Steve Harvey, and that thing now, but to throw all the national stuff away, it's no good when we're in the city of Birmingham and we don't have our city councilors like Miss Clark, Miss Maxine Alexander, you do, Warden Alexander, you do go into your neighborhood. Miss Clark, the reason I'm gonna say you don't go is because I've been in your district, and I don't have anything personal against you, but when I go in your district and I see the things of, I'm gonna say, nastiness in the neighborhood. I was the one that, we know the power of social media, so I was the one that put that out there about the apartments over there in your district, things of that nature. Social media is undefeated, we know that. Social media also is the cause of the gun violence in Birmingham because it's my generation that started and kicked off the gun violence. 1991 to be exact, and we had Mayor Arrington to be the mayor, and we had my uncle to be the president of the city council where you sit at right now, who was Blankenship. Now fast forward that. In order for us to get off our behinds and see the gun violence go down in the city of Birmingham, that's what we have to do. And the reason I say that is because that's what we're doing right now. We're sitting on our tails and we're not being active or activating the things that we need to do to help the city in general. Now, the reason I address this in the city is fact because I don't see nobody that I'm looking at right now in the neighborhoods. Now I see you at certain events and functions, but like I don't see you when the violence is really occurring on every day. And not just gun violence, we have a problem with fentanyl as well. I know somebody every day that dies off overdose of fentanyl. We've kicked off a bunch of functions with Jefferson County Health Department or whatnot to promote and prevent drug prevention inside of the neighborhoods. And I still haven't seen anyone of y'all inside the district there. to help do this. So the question when she asks, do y'all go in the neighborhood, I'm gonna answer it for you, and no, they do not. Because I do not see them, and I'm in the neighborhood, and I'm in y'all neighborhoods. I'm in District 7, I'm in District 8, and I'm definitely in District 9, because that is where my business is at now. August the 6th will be our annual event again, and I hope y'all be there. Not just to show that y'all will be a part of the neighborhood, but to really go down and see what the children really want from y'all, because at this rate right now, we're losing our youth by a rapid race, and we're not gonna have our youth to be like these individuals that we see now that's prospering in life, but we don't do something about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. Next speaker.
David Russell.
First of all, let me say good morning to everyone. My name is David Russell, and I live at 1625 Brookfield Lane. I'm here for several reasons, and one of the reasons I'm here for, the gentleman just spoke about our children. First of all, I attend the Bruno Center. I attend there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now the Bruno Center is closed. I know they said it's a park and rec recreation, but it's really not. It's a money situation. When it comes to events that people or the city, people or colored youth, you take no addition, or you try to provide service for us. Now, at that facility over there, we have over 100 senior citizens come through there every day. Equipment been out of fix ever since I've been going there. I've been going there for the last 4 years. So it's time for you all to start to invest into the city. If you go to the recreation center down there in North Birmingham, the building is leaking. Inslee, the floor is buckler. You know, we put no money back into the citizens would live in the cities of Birmingham. But now, when election time comes, we all come around knock on the door. So don't come over here in District 9 knocking on my door about no vote if you hadn't done anything for the city. But you can take money, $490,000 for a closed down school over there in North Birmingham, but you can't put money over there to the Bruno Center. We need to have the Bruno Center open so we can be able to go there in the morning time. And I enjoy being there early in the morning. I enjoy being there early in the morning. So we just got to do something for our community, Right now we have 70% of the head of household is headed by women. So once we get these centers open, we can cut down on crime. And crime is not going to stop by going to when something happens. We got to prevent crime from happening. Doing something in our park, doing something in our recreation, keep our kids busy and doing things. Now, I attend the 16th Street Baptist Church. They've been asking me for the last 2 years to be on the touring program that tour folks through the community. I don't do it because when I go to Kelly England Park, I'm embarrassed. Fountain not running. I'm embarrassed. I don't even participate in that because I'm embarrassed. People come in all over the world want to go through that tour. But I just refuse to carry something that's been closed like that. So we as a city council, city of Birmingham, we can do much better than what we are doing and start investing back into the community. Again, I attend the Bruno Center 3 days a week. It's been closed over 2 months. We would like to have those facilities open again. We would love to have them open so all the people that normally would go there still can participate in these kind of activities. So we can do better. We can do better. Well, it seemed like to me that we older people have built a house and died off and give it to our children, and then we come out and cut the grass. Again, city council, we are better than that. We are better than that. So let's do something in terms, first of all, get our center open, especially Bruno Center, the one I participate in 3 days a week. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. Is that all of our speakers? Thank you very much. At this time, we would like to thank our officers who are on duty today, Officer Cedric Pinkert, Officer Clyde Coleman, and Officer Kiana Suttles. Councilors, can I entertain a motion for adjournment?
Second. All opposed?
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right, thank you. Meeting is adjourned.
I'm having trouble hearing you here. I can't wait till we get back someplace. Conference room A.